What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Animal Crossing. I am in a much more cheerful mood than the last episode because I have spent the last painstaking week of pure work to make my island entirely different. There are still a lot of pieces that I'm not done with. There's still a lot of areas that look like trash, but the overall foundation of the island is starting to come together. So I am excited to do an island renovation tour. Let's just let it sink in for a second. Let's look at this beautiful entrance I'm super proud of. So you spawn in the world and you come into this amazing, like, homey, roomy feeling place. Over here, I'm gonna have blue hyacinths and purple roses. That's done. Over here is just purple hyacinths at the moment until I can get enough of them to crossbreed them elsewhere. And then once I get blue roses, it's going to be blue roses where the purple roses are. So it's going to be like color matching. Super cool. We got this awesome archway. Finally found a reason to use this. And these lamps are really nice. I want to get more of them, but I still don't have the crafting recipe. I had a friend send me the second one because I didn't have it. But yeah, I decided to go with like a kind of more Florida-y kind of feeling, like more tropical nature. So that's why I kind of, I have these nice fences that are like these nice stick fences that otherwise would have never thought to have used. I got that sign that when you customize it, it could be rainbow colored, which is super cool. And I decided to put like a random skew of kind of like flowers back there. And the nice boardwalks kind of like simulate that nice beachy kind of feel. So if we come on over here, we got this nice little fountain in the center. I tried to use the shell fountain, but I couldn't center it. And I was very triggered. I used some bamboo. The beach down here is not done. It's completely trashy. It's just kind of storing some random clutter at the moment. Over here, though, I decided to kind of, more like in Florida, specifically in Largo, Florida, like the other, like the west coast of Florida, like Tampa Bay kind of area, there's a lot of their beaches have like these rocky areas. So I decided to put like these rocks here. And it's kind of funny because this Moa statue kind of looks like this is like his hand. Or something less appropriate than his hand. Either way you want to look at it. But it's a really nice cozy feeling. And I'm going to kind of continue that to here. And then stop it. And then continue it further in all the places where there's no, like, fencing. And then we have this nice area with a fountain right here. That's going to lead into the Able Sisters store. I got to be catching these. I need more money. This is costing me a lot of money. But I got really lucky. And I invested a ton. I invested, like, almost 2 million bells, and I got a week that sold me 450 for turnips. So I have I think I have like over 7 million now. But we have this nice beautiful area that goes into the Able Sisters, or the Able Sisters. And I didn't realize this until like a few videos I've seen of other people. But if you try to talk to the other Able Sister, I don't remember her name. But if you keep talking to her, eventually she'll become your friend. Oh, hello, Payne. You seem pretty chipper. You're always making the effort to stop by, and I can't so much as offer you a cup of tea. I'm sorry. If we had just one more pair of claws around here to help out, I might be able to chat more. Oh no, not this again. Come on, Sable. You gotta stop torturing yourself like this. Our sister Label went out into the world to pursue her dream of being a big-time designer, and we promised her we'd work like hedgehogs to take care of the shop while she's gone. Remember, sis? How could I forget when I've got you? But you're right, Mabes. I'll get my head out of the clouds. That said, I can't offer sparkling conversation, but I hope you'll keep stopping by anyway. Huh, that's nice. But anyways, like every day the story kind of continues, and eventually she starts giving you patterns. I kind of want that skull, but I don't really need it. I just wanted to come in here to show that, because those patterns are pretty nice, and I want them for customizations. Speaking of customizations, I finally shot down my 200? No, it was 300. My 300th balloon, and I got the golden slingshot, which is dope. And I have a bunch of random stuff in here that I found that I got from Mr. Camel Dude selling me his camel stuff. I got a... what is it? Where is it? Kiss's wall is weird looking. Is it this? Oh yeah, brown wooden deck rug. It literally is a rug that looks like decking inside of your house. I wish I could place it outside. Can I? No, I can't. That's a shame. So over here, I've not decided what to do with this area. It's been a dumping ground for all of my flowers. Oh boy. I've pushed all the flowers over here to get them out of my way. So back here, right here, I'm planning on putting another incline. And then back here, I'm just going to put some nice tree coverage to kind of break up the monotony of this area. Or I could put a path. A path would be kind of convenient, but I don't know. I want trees, and if I put a path there and trees, I'm going to have to move the Able sisters. I don't feel like doing that again. This little area right here, I decided to build this kind of cozy, like center landmass back here. That's got some nice waterfalls in it. I need to like nature this place up. And then in the corner over, or in the back over here, I put the Nook's Cranny, and it really is one of my favorite areas so far. It is so beautiful. But we got this cool area up here that I plan on doing whatever I can with. Because of how the tree system works and placing trees near edges of water, I cannot place much up here, but I can put some like bushes and stuff. Make it look naturey, put flowers. It is super cozy though. I'm really enjoying how this island is turning out. If we come up here, we've got this super cozy, really quaint little area that's like the Nook store. I've got some like speakers out here that play music, but it overcrowds it like overlaps with the island music at times. It's kind of annoying. I don't know. I've got tiki torches. We got some cool little fenced in areas. We got this nice kind of like cliffside backdrop area with more nature. I put Stonehenge up there. Got these cool rocks, and I decided to really nature the place up. So we got like leaves everywhere. Because before, I didn't have enough nature. That's what I really wanted. But I wanted it to still look like a civilization without just being trees everywhere. So we got piles of leaves. And if we head over here, we can actually look at the backdrop area that I decided to put up here that looks really good. So this is I put those like stones down that I had. I put the telescope here. I've got like rocks, leaves, these fences look really nice. And I really decided that I wanted to do hardwood trees that didn't have fruit that grew on them, because the fruit really didn't serve much purpose. So now we got this nice little area that kind of just breaks the gap between up there and down here, which I liked. Before, it's kind of ironic. This entire area was all upper land that was higher, and I broke it all down because I was like, I want a mostly flat island. I was so wrong. I was beyond wrong. If we come over here, I made a much smaller and much more enjoyable to look at kind of tree farm. So we've got our apple trees. I don't remember what these are. So apple, pear, cherry, peach. What am I missing? These aren't cherry trees, are they? That's my cat in the background. I am sorry. He is bamboozling me today. Why can I not think of the other tree? Apple, pear, cherry, orange. Oh my god, it's my own tree. It's literally my island's native tree and I couldn't think of it. Oranges. I spaced them out with plenty of space so that way I can kind of see whenever the fruit are dropping and I can harvest them with wood. My original idea was to put them in like a line with one space in between, but it was super cramped and just awful to harvest. And the whole point of this is I want these to be here for whenever I need them. They're no longer going to be like a source of money, really. They'll be like a small source of money, but it's just, I never harvested that many apples before, like that many fruit. It was a waste of time. That's why I decided to make this like small and nice. I decided to make the corners, like the edge over here, look more natural, as if it's an actual cliffside, which I really like how it turned out. Ooh. So you got like this really cool kind of beach area. It's a little secluded over here, and I'm gonna do something cool with it once I get to it. This is my solution to this. I still have not figured it out. I had to do something with it because I was cutting off the water stream and you couldn't do anything else with it. So I was like, oh, make a waterfall. It doesn't make much sense that the waterfall is going into the ocean. But this is Animal Crossing. I don't give a crap. So we got this cool little secluded beach over here that Godzilla is still protecting. Good job, Godzilla. Yeah. And then up here, this is kind of like a little, I'm gonna put like a incline right here. 2 inclines to get me down, but up here is gonna be my housing area. I know, it's very far back, and you're like, what the hell is this? But this is where my house is gonna be. So I put the backdrop fencing to kind of break up the just sheer cliff that looked horrible. What is this? My mom sent me a gift. Cherry blossom petals dance upon the wind like some kind of bizarre battalion of breeze ballerinas. A smile graces my face as I watch the petals fall. All is well until a... Why is she sending me this again? This is like my 3rd tissue box. What the hell? It's not even like petal blossom season. And I didn't go back to petal blossom season. I don't know what that is. Golden dung beetle. What? 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 That is freaking lit. Look at this thing. It's stupid and it's a waste of gold, but it's great. It's so great. It's literally a golden statue of a bug holding up a golden ball of shit. What is not great about that? It's pure irony. Alright, so this is what we're going to do in this episode, is figure out more of this house area. I definitely need to fill in a bit more of this. And then all of over here is completely undone. I have to change up how the... This I'm pretty happy with. This is how this is going to be. I'm going to fill it with more nature. And this is probably going to end right here, I'm thinking. And then I'm going to put, like, instead of this river, I have one of 2 options. I could either continue the river and keep it here, and keep this bridge, and then add more trees into the hedge system. Ooh. Hello. What's up, scam artist? I'd know that shining face anywhere. How you been, Pain? You made the right choice buying that art from me earlier. Had a lot of folks asking about it, you know? Ah, you know. I really gotta be honest, think I'm falling for Florida. I mean, you got quite a setup going on here, and a lot of art fans. So, Florida wants art, and I got art to sell. Might be something to this. But I couldn't sell to just anybody. It'd need to be someone I could trust, completely, as if they were family. Since we're basically cousins, and because I know you've got an eye for quality, I want it to be you. Want to look at a few things? I've got both art and furniture, plus you get my cousin's discount. You in? It does seem kind of sketchy, but I'm in. I knew I could count on you, cousin. That is absolutely the right choice. I got my boat anchored off the northern shore. Why's it gotta be that shoreline? And I'm almost done fixing all the leaks. Long story. Come have a look at what I'm selling, you won't regret it. I feel like I'm gonna regret it, but I did see a bunch of videos on how, like, the fakes are, and how it's pretty obvious. And I guess that's gonna be where he chooses to be, so I have to move my museum now. If you look at the map down there, he's right behind the frickin' museum. Anyways, I'm gonna replace a bunch of these hedges and put some, like, more trees, so there's much more tree coverage back behind, and it looks more cozy. And we got this really cool area right here, where there's, like, this little bit of space. I'm probably gonna replace this stone with more wood. And then up here, I really like how this came together. We had the nice blue steel stairs with the blue iron railing, and I'm gonna make this a music venue. So I'm gonna put, like, the, like, drums and guitars and stuff over here maybe, and then put, like, a bunch of chairs and stuff over here, so it's like an outdoor music venue. I did learn that rarer, more expensive items increase your island's rating more significantly, and I just wanted to do this. So I'm probably gonna can the idea of having an indoor music room, and I'm gonna make this an outdoor one. And I'm also gonna extend it more now that my house moved. My house was sitting right there before this episode. And we got this cool little area right here that you can look off into. Dude, if I could fish on this, that'd be so cool. Come on. Aw, that'd be so dope. But yeah, it's really nice because it's also a quicker way to kind of traverse your way to Town Hall. You just go whoop, and then whoop, boom, Town Hall. So that's pretty dope. This entire side of the island is a complete shit show. It's where I've just been storing all of my extra nature. Let's go look at what Red has for sale. Hey, it's Marshall! Speaking of Marshall, I decided that I'm not happy with the villagers on my island. I'm gonna get rid of a bunch of them. Actually decide on which ones. Boyd is officially leaving today. Today's Boyd's last day. He asked me to leave randomly last night at like 2 a.m. when I was playing. And I'm like, dude, thank God. Because I saw this... Okay, so this is cat named Raymond that everybody's after. He's got like a 1% drop rate. And besides the fact that it's kind of like a clickbaity thing, you're like, hey guys, I'm hunting Raymond. I saw how cool he looks. And he is one cool mofo, okay? I need to get that cat. And I might even just start getting a bunch of cats. I decided I want to keep Barreled because he's creepy and cool. I like Marshall. I like Zucker. This is my new villager I just got that I don't like. He took the house before I could look for another person. I like Audie, and I like Hornsby. However, I could also get rid of some of them. I want to go with cats, though, for the most part. Sprinkle is kind of lame. I'm sorry, Sprinkle. Probably gonna get you to leave. Hamlet. I am so tired. If this little shit asks me one more time that he wants to work out with me, or if he talks to me about working out, I'm gonna do what Austin John Plays did to Rodney. To him. Okay? The dude's driving me nuts. And Angus, she's just a boring pig. But she calls me Senpai. I'm her Senpai. I mean, I can get other villagers to call me Senpai, but she's kind of boring. So yeah, these guys, chopping block. Chopping block, chopping block, and chopping block. And we'll see. You two, we'll see. I really like Audie because she's pretty cool. And Barreled's also pretty cool, but I could probably part with him. Zucker and Marshall, 100% keeping them. I love Zucker and Marshall. Apparently so do other people because my Marshall video did really well. So did my Hornsby video though. Speaking of which, I am really appreciative of all the views and support I've been getting on the videos in this series. I'm having a lot of fun, and I say that every time, but it is a lot of fun playing this game and making videos to share with people, so anyone that supports the channel, I love your faces. I'm gonna keep the rocks up here, but I gotta decide on what to do with them exactly. I'm not moving them again. At like 3 a.m. the other night, I accidentally had food in my system, and I hit a rock and I broke it. So I had to spend another 4 hours prepping, which is partially why this island looks like crap. I had to spend another 4 hours prepping to fix that mistake. I was livid. I was so pissed. So yeah, I'm now nervous whenever I smack my rocks. I don't want to screw it up again. All right, so I got a cool idea for this area. I have two backdrop possibilities. I have this, where I put the trees like that. They look pretty presentable. Or I have this. I think this is too basic looking, so I should probably just move these, right? As I want bamboo and I like pine trees. I think pine trees and bamboo are really cool. I wish that pine trees changed with the seasons though. That's my only kind of complaint. And maybe the bamboo changes with seasons, who knows? Alright, so... Actually, crap, this needs to be a bamboo. This needs to be a bamboo as well. So this would be bamboo. This would be a pine tree. I hope I have enough pine trees. I actually am almost at 100,000 Nook miles. And now that Boyd is going to be leaving, in the next episode after this, I decided that I am going to farm for Raymond. I'm going to spend 100,000 Nook miles on Raymond. I've seen people that have done multiple videos where they spent like 200 to 300 Nook tickets. Not Nook miles, just the tickets. And that is insane to me. It's like 200,000 per 100. They've spent like 600,000 Nook miles trying to get Raymond. Right, so in the back it should be spruce tree, bamboo, spruce tree. This needs to be bamboo. I am out of fruit. Alright, cool, fixed it. Done. So, we got the trees. Looking nice back there. They're kind of just going to be a backdrop. I'm going to like sprinkle some flowers in there so the bamboo doesn't spread. Please, bamboo, do not spread. Next on the agenda is this kind of fenced-in area. I want to go all the way down. So they're going to be the outer fences because I really enjoy the Zen fence. However, it does cover whatever's behind it, so it's hard to find locations to put it, you know? And I'm thinking that I want to like mix it up with another type of fence. I also really like, where is it? I really like the iron and stone fencing, right? And it goes pretty well with the Zen fence, but you might be thinking, well, what about whenever you, oops, not that. You might be thinking, well, what about this, right? There's a little gap right there that just looks, yeah. What if I put trees there to stop that gap, right? It's like, what if I put a tree right there? So that way, instead of there being a gap, I have some more tree coverage. Only problem is, oh, I have one more spruce tree. Please let me place it. There we go. Look at that. That's coming together. And then we could just build more Zen fencing for the outskirts. Boom. And now it's a lot less noticeable. And I decided up here, the reason why I give it so much space, because you might be thinking, this is ridiculous, dude. You have like a solid, what, 1/6 of the island? The reason why I want this much space is because I'm going to put my flower garden all the way up here, right? So I was thinking about the area in front of my house, like right here. Can I still do this? I have to move the mailbox, but you can actually move your mailbox now. So if I do it like this, it'll make it look a little less, you know, jank. Because it's not centered down the row, but it's okay that it's not centered. It's just, I have to make it a little less apparent that it's not centered. Right, so let's say I make this pattern go like this. So my idea that I was gonna do was a row of black roses right there, a row of black roses right here, and then 2 rows of golden roses. I did not just miss that. My inventory is so bad. Clay. So maybe like, oh man, how is this fencing gonna work though? I don't want it to be open fencing. And I'm not sure, I kind of want to put like the pathing under the fence. You know, maybe this works. So I got the nice pathing underneath to make it look like it's like a stone concrete kind of foundation fence. And then I put it here so there's no like little gaps. And then I have to find a spot for my mailbox. I'm thinking of putting the mailbox at the end. So like I said, my idea was I put like a path here, and I put like a nice garden of roses over here, of like black roses. I don't have enough black roses yet, but that's okay. One thing that did kind of bother me was the fact that it's pretty much impossible to center your house with a staircase. So like this double wide path right here is the center of the staircase, all the way down. And this is where I was deciding whether or not I should use brick. I do not like brick. It's just not working out. So it's not gonna be perfectly centered, but it's okay. It's gonna come together, trust me. So I was thinking like something kind of like this. So maybe we have like our 1 wide path there. Maybe in the center right here, I should give it a little more space and make it 4 wide. So that way it stays center and it's also a little more spacious, because I don't like being cramped. Especially if I'm only gonna have 1 wide on each side. It makes it more apparent that it's not centered. It's okay, calm down, it's okay. Ugh, Animal Crossing, Nintendo, why can't I center things? Why you gotta be that way? Also, I don't know if I said this in a past video, but pro tip, if you don't want to keep making new tools, and since I broke my 200 tools, and I'm not going to go for the 1,000 yet, if you want to save resources while you're building, you can just customize your individual tools, and it fixes the durability. It's like problem solved. So I'm thinking about doing this like 2 wide, so that way there's plenty of space for the black roses, and I can have them, you know, crossbreed, make more black roses. And make golden roses specifically, so eventually I'll get to a point where I can fill this with black roses. So I decided to go to an island because I ran out of pine trees. So I need lots of pine trees for my project. I kind of laid out the fencing and the area where the black and gold roses are going to be, and it's looking great, but there's one thing that's kind of bothering me, and that's like a lack of tree coverage. But I have to be careful as to how much tree coverage I get, otherwise it's going to block the roses. And I want to see the roses and be able to actively crossbreed them, so I'm going to be careful of that. But I'm really liking pine trees. I think pine trees are definitely like my go-to tree in this game. There's something about how these are always just the way they're shaped, and besides the fact they just look like a dick and balls, but I mean, let's not ignore that. They're just kind of basic. I do like how they change seasons though, so I will be using some of them and probably switching them up during different seasons. The change to summer is not that big of a deal, but winter, I am so excited for winter in this game that it's tempting to skip to winter. That's how excited I am. But I would never do that. That would ruin the game experience for me. I mean, we're in summer now, you know, it's not going to be too long before we get fall and then we get winter. And I want to experience those seasons and still be playing this game during those seasons. It might not be my main source of content at that point, but I definitely will revisit and play this game more. Is that it? Did I steal all the trees? Now that is a good amount of trees. I hate to use Nook Miles right now, especially when I'm planning on spending a ton to try to get Raymond. And I could totally steal all these weeds, but I don't really care. I have a project in mind, and that is my only goal at the moment. Because it is going to be a tipping point in my island once I can transfer all of the flowers to their rightful areas. I can start crossbreeding again, which I haven't been. And besides crossbreeding, I can also just clean up my island, because the areas away from my house just look like trash. Look at the dynamic weather in this game. You can, look at that. You can tell when it's getting ready to rain, just like real life. It literally feels like real life at sometimes. And it's weird saying that about a Nintendo game of all things. So this is what I decided to do up here. These are going to be black roses. These are going to be gold. I was thinking maybe put like a tree right here. It would kind of block the house, would it not? So maybe I'll just do like the fencing, kinda. Ooh, that's an idea. I need more fencing. And I also need to go back into the Island Designer app. One thing I have my island like in a state of disarray for so long now that I keep trying to go back down there to get to my house. Alright, so maybe we'll do it like this. I don't know, I might just decide to make it 4 wide all the way up. Oh, that's cozy, that's really cozy. I don't know, man. It gives me, it's a bit cramped though, is it not? Ooh, this is looking mega cozy. Look at this. So I put these, I put the spruce trees in between here. And from this angle, you can definitely see all the flowers. And if you come up closer, it's a little bit of a struggle to see some of the crossbred flowers, but you can always do this. But I needed that extra bit of coverage. And then I added 1 extra row of the trees over here, so that the sides are a little more covered. And this is super cozy. I decided to go with only 2. like only 2 wide for these, so that way I can, you know, be okay with it. Like I got enough walk space and it's nice and cozy. And it's not like wasting space, because otherwise, whenever you have 4 across, it really feels like you're wasting space, and I haven't quite decided what to do with these areas over here for flowers yet. So from there until here is all going to be flowers, but I want to organize them in some way, and I have to figure that out. I have to figure out what size the flower beds are going to be, and I'm probably going to have to prioritize flowers, because I definitely... Let's go get the black roses. But I definitely do not have enough space for all flowers. And there's a lot of flowers I just don't care about. Like lilies, I don't care about lilies. Most of the mums, I don't give a crap about. Like, look at these things. Ugh. Kind of trashy. It might just be because they're my own island flower that I care less about them. I don't know. I just do not like lilies that much. I really like pansies, hyacinths, roses. Tulips, not a big fan of. Cosmos are really pretty. So I'm probably just gonna make, you know, like hybrid farms for all of those. For like just the flowers that I like. And the ones that I actually plan on using in the future around the island. And I want blue roses too. I kind of want to make another set of like blue roses up there maybe. But I don't know. We'll kind of see. I'm really hoping it does rain today. In game, that is. I mean, real life would be nice too. Florida, please. But I really want to get all these guys watered and not have to do it. These boys up here, I'm not sure if this one is. I should probably separate it. If I'm not sure, I should not take the chance. This red one, I don't know if it's a hybrid or not. I do know that these boys right here are definitely hybrids. So they have to produce me a blue, please. And then you can actually do cloning. If there's a singular flower of one kind in an area, it can clone itself. So that's interesting. So you got like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black roses? I don't think I used them anywhere, so all I've got is 6 black roses. I'm really, really digging this. There's a lot of spots that are incomplete, and that's okay. But up here is going to be super cozy when it's done. But for now, we're going to begin the black. Should I do black and then gold? Or should I do gold and then black? I think I want these to be black right here. So I'm going to keep all these black. It's going to take a while to have them clone and, you know, like crossbreed enough to the point where they actually give me what I want, like enough. And I'm pretty sure soon, once I start building a lot of these nice areas, my island's going to be 5 stars, like any second now. And once it's 5 stars, I can start farming for gold roses. I did, however, learn that only the rose that you're directly watering with the golden water can is the one that has a chance of spawning a gold rose. So if I want to start mass producing gold roses, like this for example, when I just watered these 2, only this one can make a gold. I need to water every individual rose. And then, like I said in the past video, if multiple people if multiple people water the same flowers in one day, they get an increased chance at producing more hybrids. And it's a maximum of 5. Once 5 people water it, they get like super sparkles that are really noticeable. And then they're guaranteed to get... I don't know if they're guaranteed to produce gold, but they have a really high chance of producing... Or not gold, sorry, of producing hybrids. And I think now that up here, I want our house to kind of match. Actually, no, wait. If this is black and this is gold, that matches our house, actually. Although I think I have to customize my house one more time for Nook Miles. I'm not sure. I did break my 200 tool, which I thought was the golden shovel, but I guess it's not. I guess it's this one. No, not this one. Not that one. It's here somewhere. It's like break 1,000 tools, I think. I need to do this. I need to remodel my house 2 more times. So 1 more time for random, and then one more time to remodel it back to what I want. Oh, I'm getting somewhere in that too. I can get the app for buying soon. I mean, there's not much I really have to buy from the Nook store. I've got most of the songs. But yeah, I am super excited about this. This is looking really cool. And I think that's actually going to be it for this video. We got a cool island tour, and we got this cool new house setup going on. It's going to be a lot of work, so I'm probably going to work on it in between videos. The next video, we're going to go hunt Raymond and any other cats. I want to collect cats. I want it to be Pussy Magnet Island. I mean, it's Florida. A lot of people in Florida have cats. So I'm going to get Raymond, and I'm going to get whatever other cats I can manage to, I guess, get that are cool looking. There was this really cool cat that was like red and black calico that visited my island, but she didn't want to stay. And I was so sad about it. And she like played card games with me. Card games on motorcycles. So yeah, we're gonna farm for a whole bunch of cats, hopefully. Preferably, you know, Raymond, but that has been it for this video, guys. If you like the series so far, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Anyways, this has been Pain Domination, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.